In this video, we are going to study about the canal head regulator. Which is used to regulate the water which is carried out from the natural resources, from the stream, from the rivers. And by using that regulators, we can easily and safely discharge our regulator or discharge of a water through the various canal structures. So this is the one of the medium which is constructed and which is provided in between the path of the natural resources and the canal. So let's see what is exactly the canal head regulator is. Basically, canal head regulator is categorized into a two system, that is a head regulator and cross regulator. You can see here this is a head regulator and this is a cross regulator. So both the regulator serves the same purpose and serves the main function, that is it regulates the supplies of the off-taking channel and the parent channel respectively. Means head regulator regulates the supplies of the off-taking channel and cross regulator regulates the supplies of the parent channel. So hence this two and this I will show you the diagram in a next slide. So the main function is to regulate the supplies, but from where the head regulator, it regulates this water and serves this purpose at the head channel, or we can say that off taking channel, when the channel can be excavated in the connection with the natural resources. So it is called as the off-taking channel. So directly this water will get diverted and water will get allowed to pass through these channels. Then the cross regulator is the attached and is provided in between the off-taking channels and the parent channel. Parent channel means either it is a main canal, either it is a distributing canal, that we have seen in the next in the previous module or in previous slide, that how we can divide this canal systems. So firstly the main natural resource, then we have a main canal, then we have a distributory canal, then we have a distributors, various distributors with us, then we have a water channel, and then we have a field channel, and then after this the water will get exactly, and then finally it is reached up to the agricultural land. So this is through this way only the water is going to pass through this all medium. So here also to regulate, see, without any control, we or if the water is allowed continuously, if the natural resource is a direct is in a fall in a direct irrigation method, or the river is a perennial one, so that the throughout the year the river has the water quantity, or it has a capacity to flow the water quantity throughout the year. So in that situation the water is continuously passed through the channel or passed through the parent channels. So there is a no control, but we have to keep the control on the supplies of that water, because the too much water is also so also becomes very dangerous to the production of the plant as well as for the any other purposes. So to avoid this we have to regulate that, we have to stop there, we have to control that supplies. So hence this one of the structure is created or is constructed at the entry of the channel, or at the in between the medium, or in between the two various different channel sections. So let's see, the distributory head regulator is the necessary link between the parent channel and distributing channel. So it is a regulator, a meter of a supply, and a silt selective structure. So it serves the three purposes, that is it acts as a regulator also, it is a meter of a supply, so that we can find out, we can estimate how much quantity of a water is allowed to pass through this canal. Because while designing, if you remember in second model in the water requirement of a crop, so we have to calculate the duty delta as well as the base period. So for the duty we need to supply the exact quantity, or else by considering all the losses, we have to pass the quantity, that much quantity of a water through the canal. So how it is possible? So by constructing that regulator structures in the at the entry or in between the two various canal section, so we can measure and we can estimate that quantity of a water. As well as it serves as a silt selective structure. So either it serves the or it controls the entry of a silt, which is afterwards while flowing through the channel, it may get deposited and the channel area will get reduced. So because of this, the discharge carrying capacity is also becoming very it is decreasing gradually. So to avoid this, we need to provide that regulator structures. Then a cross regulator is provided on the main canal at the downstream of the offtake to head up the water level and to enable the off-taking channel to draw the required supply. So why a cross regulator is provided? See, basically that regulator which serves and which diverts the water, it helps to increase the water level, and then it is easy to the water, or it is easily divert this water through the various medium to reach up to the agricultural field. So this can be provided on the main channel, as well as it serves as a, and it is a link in between the parent channel and the distributing channel. So let's see the diagram for this. You can see here, yes, here, yes, this is a natural, this we can say that this is a main or parent canal. This is a parent canal. So once the through the natural resources, once we take and we extract the amount of the water to flow into this main canal, after this, so after reaching up to here, we want to divert this water through the various medium. If certain farm and if the required whatever the required agricultural land is available here, and we want to supply the water up to this, then we need to excavate the channel from this section up to this section. So for diverting the water, what exactly the this structure had do, and structure follows the objective is, see, this cross regulator mainly it helps to increase the water level. Once the water is reached up to this, then the because of that obstruction, because of that regulator, what happens, it controls the water, but as well as it helps to increase the water level, so that after increasing this water, it is easily move and it is easily divert through this off taking channel, or either it is through the distributory channel. So after reaching up to here, here is the head regulator, here is the head regulator. So what exactly head regulator has to, you can see here, head regulator, it regulates the supplies and controls it makes the controls on the amount of the water which is to be follow and which is to be discharged further away into this off taking channel to reach up to this agricultural land. So we have a two regulators, that is a cross regulator. Under the canal head regulator, we have a cross regulator which is constructed in the main channel to increase or to head up the water level which is available in the main channel. So by using that cross regulator, the water level will get increased, and then the water is diverted through the various off taking or the distributed channels. Fine. So while flowing through this off-taking or a distributory channels, there is to be provided, the one device is to be provided in between the path. So this is called as a head regulator. So you can see the construction, the component part of this cross regulator. You can see here. Here it is mentioned. See, this is a gate. See this in between these two abutments, you can see there is a gate. You can see which is shown in a black vertical line. So by opening and by closing that gate, we can allow, because we cannot to stop the water for the longer period. Once we require the water is to be increased and is to be diverted through the off-taking channel, then and then only we are going to close that gates. But when the water is not the required amount is not needed to flow through the off-taking channel, then the gates are open. So these gates can be operated, and these gates can be opened and closed. So it can be operated manually, or sometimes it can be operated by mechanically also. You can see here again, here is the piers. You can see this horizontal portion, that is a pier. Okay, and the abutments are provided. So by providing this, or either we can use this uppermost portion, this uppermost portion for the communication or for the transportation purpose also. But for this, again, we need to construct the road, or we need to construct the rigid pavement, so that vehicles can be move safely about over it, or we can use it for the walkways only also. So this is the canal head regulator. Or let's see the functions of the distributory head regulator. See, basically it regulate or control the supplies to the off-taking channels. The distributory means what? We need to see function of this head regulator. Fine. So it regulate or control the supplies to the off-taking channel. It serves as a meter for measuring the discharge which is entering into off-taking canal. Actually, this is a device which gives us the value, and which gives directly a discharge, which is in a meter cube per second, or sometimes it is in a kilometer, on the basis of a kilometer, because channel length is counted in a kilometer also. So it gives directly a value of a discharge. Then it controls the silt entry in the off-taking canal. So it also, yes, we have seen that it is a regulator, it is a meter of a device, and it is acts as a silt serving device and silt restriction device, we can say. It helps in a shutting of the supplies when not needed in the off-taking canal, or when the off-taking canal is required to be closed for repairs. So definitely by opening and by closing that regulator, we can stop and we can allow this water to flow through this off-taking canal. If the canal required a maintenance, so we need to shut and we need to close the regulator, so that the maintenance work is carried out safely. So these are the functions of the distributory head regulator. Now let's see what are the functions of the cross regulator. So cross regulator, which is mainly constructed in between the path of the main canal to increase the water level. So let's see. See, it is effective regulation of a whole canal system can be done because of this cross regulator. So effective regulation of the water or of the discharge can be carried out safely. During the periods of a low discharges in the parent canal, it raises the water level of the upstream side and feeds the offtake channel in the rotation. So if there is a no rainfall, or if the main canal in the main canal the discharge will be very low, so in that period, by providing and by constructing this head regulator in between the path of the water, we are going to increase the water level, and because of that increased water level, we can feed this off taking channel, we can feed this distributory channel in the rotation. So if during the week, if Monday is we are allowing the water is flow through the main canal. Then Tuesday we are allowing the water is carried out and is flowing through the distributary channel. Then it helps in closing the supply to the downstream of a parent channel for the purposes of a repairs. So like a dam, if you have seen in a hydraulic structure, the upstream side, we are going to store the maximum amount of a water, and once during the heavy rainfall, once the water is starting to increase, or the level of the water is increasing, then what happened, the mechanically automatically the gates are opened, and through these gates the water is allowed to pass on the downstream side. But it is very dangerous because the maximum and the tremendous amount of water is coming from the upstream side, and which is flowing continuously on the downstream section of a dam. So because of this also, the downstream section will get affected, and sometimes this part is may get damaged because of the tremendous velocity of the water. So here also, if we obstruct the water on the upstream side, but we should obstruct that water up to certain limit. We cannot control and we cannot restrict that water for the longer period. So during the low period and during the low flow, when we obstruct that water, so certainly this water will get diverted to the off-taking channel continuously. And from this meanwhile time, we can do the maintenance and repair works on the downstream section of a main channel. So this cross regulator also serves this purpose. Then it helps in absorbing fluctuation in various sections of a canal system, and in preventing the possibilities of a breaches in the tail reaches. So sometimes because of the various losses, because of the various deposition of the silt, because of the various conditions, some of the time the canal system may get what do you say, that canal system, the slope can be damaged or the base width can be damaged. So for this also, this regulator will definitely help to regulate or to minimize that losses and that conditions. So these are about the cross regulator and head regulator. So this is the one of the canal structures, and it can be very useful for the regulating and controlling the water supplies through the main canal as well as through the distributary canal. Thank you for watching this video.